Hello everyone. In today's session, I will be explaining KCET previous year's questions from the topic chemical thermodynamics. Let's start with the topic. But before proceeding with the video, kindly go to my previous videos where I have shared all the formula sheets and all the tips and tricks based on the entire chapter of chemical thermodynamics. So let's start with the topic. Lattice The first question says that lattice enthalpy for NaCl is plus 788 kilojoule per mole. So lattice enthalpy is nothing but delta H naught lattice is given to us, that is 788 kilojoule per mole. And then we know that delta H hydration kitna diya hai? Minus 784 kilojoule per mole. We need to find out the enthalpy of solution. So it is very simple formula. Delta H not solution, that is enthalpy of solution का formula क्या है? Lattice enthalpy, that is delta H naught lattice plus delta H naught hydration. Okay, it is how much? It is equal to plus 788. This thing is minus 784. And then on calculating, we are getting 4 kilojoule per mole is the answer for enthalpy of solution of NaCl. So which is the correct option? It is B. Clear? The next question, the second question, work done when 2 moles of an ideal gas expands reversibly and isothermally. Remember, जैसे ही आपको क्वेश्चन में नजर आए reversibly and isothermally, समझ जाओ it is what they are asking us about W max. Very, very important. And W max का formula क्या होता है बच्चों? It is minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10. It can be V2 upon V1 or P1 upon P2. Now यहाँ पे क्या क्या data provided है? First we will have a look on that. Now we have been given 2 moles, that is N is equal to 2. R we know it is already given. T is how much? It is 300 Kelvin. This is 300 Kelvin. Next thing is the work done. We need to find out W when the volume of 1 liter to 10 liter. Remember, it is very simple. जहां पे भी 2 लिखा है तो that will be V2. From है अगर तो that will be V1. So यहाँ पे V1 कौन सा है बच्चों? It is 1 liter and V2 is 10 liter. So यहाँ पे simply you are going to substitute. So it will be minus 2.303. N is how much? It is 2. R is how much? 0.0083. Then T is what, dear? Okay, it is T is 300 Kelvin. So I'm going to put this as 300 log of V2 upon V1. So log of this thing is V2. V2 is how much? It is a 10 and then V1 is 1. So this will give us log of 10 and log of 10 is nothing but it is 1. So you have to remember simple logs, that is either you remember for log of 10 that is equal to 1. Remember log of 2, log of 3 and 5. Everything I have shared in my formula sheet. So kindly go through the formula sheet first before proceeding with this video. And then simply it is the calculation part. So yeah, we are going to get the answer as the correct answer will be option number C, that is 11.5 kilojoules. Now this is simple calculation. So the correct answer is C. The next question is question number 3. Bond enthalpies of A2, B2 and AB are in the ratio 2:1:2. If a bond enthalpy of formation of AB is minus 100 kilojoule per mole, the bond enthalpy of B2 is dash. Okay. तो सबसे पहले तो जो data दिया है, what information is being provided, that we will be writing first. We have been given the bond enthalpies of A2, B2 and AB. So this is bond enthalpies of A2 is 2, then B2 is 1, and then AB is 1. Remember, these are the ratios. So let us assume that the bond enthalpies of A2 is equal to 2x, B2 is 1x, AB is 2x. Clear? Next thing is bond enthalpy of formation of AB दिया गया है. तो bond enthalpy of formation of AB कैसे लिख सकते हैं हम? So the enthalpy the bond enthalpy of formation of AB. So this is the reaction. Formation of AB के लिए हमें यहाँ पे लिखना है AB. And ये कहाँ से आया है AB? Definitely it is formed from A2 and B2. Clear? This is a reaction for formation of AB. अभी यहाँ पे करना क्या है हमें? We need to simply balance it. यहाँ पे A2 है and on the other side we have only 1A. So I'm going to divide this by half. Okay, multiply it with half. So this will give me AB. So this is the standard reaction बच्चों. Try to understand the concept. यहाँ पे हमें दिया क्या है? Enthalpy of formation हमें दिया है. तो सबसे पहले हम formation का reaction लिखेंगे. ठीक है? Formation of AB क्या होगा? It will be from A2 plus B2. Clear? And then simply you are going to balance the reaction. तो ये हो गया हमारा standard reaction. आगे क्या करना है? आगे simply we know the formula. What is the formula? Delta H naught, that is formation. Enthalpy of formation is equal to summation of delta H naught reactant minus delta H naught product. Remember, in the entire chemical thermodynamics, this is the only formula जहाँ पे reactant minus product होता है. That is the initial minus final, not the final minus initial. Very important. That is bond enthalpy formula. Now, if I put the values, whatever we know that the already formation का दिया गया है. How much it is? Minus 100. Okay, this has been given to us. And then reactant में कौन है बच्चों? Reactant में अगर मैं देखने जाऊँ तो it is a half. A2 is how much? We have considered it as a 2x. Minus product में क्या है? Product में, yeah, reactant में B2 also we have. So I'm going to add this half. And B is how much? B2 is X. So I'm going to put this as X. This is the reactant. Coming to product. Product में क्या है बच्चों? Product में it is only AB. And what is AB? It is a 2X. So I'm going to write it down as a 2X. And then now simple calculation है. आपको simple maths apply करना है यहाँ पे. This will give me 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Over here, this thing will be what? X plus 1 upon 2x. And then you're going to subtract with this minus 2x. And then finally, it will be minus 100. Clear? And then what will be the answer? The final answer will be X is equal to 200 kilojoule per mole. This is how you are going to solve. In case if you have any difficulty, any concept if you are not understanding, please write down in the comment box. I'll help you with the detailed explanation. So this is the answer. The option number C is the correct answer for question number 3. Let us proceed with the next question. Question number 4. Now question number 4 says that when same quantity of heat is absorbed by a system at two different temperatures, T1 and T2, such that T1 is greater than T2, then change in entropies are delta S1 and delta S2 respectively. Then what are the options? The options are given to us and the correct answer we need to find out. Now, how to proceed with such type of question? We have been given that Q is same. I'll write down this again. Q is same. And then T1 is greater than T2 is been given to us. As you can see, it is given as T1 is greater than T2. Okay? And then entropy is delta S1, delta S2 है. Now we know the formula for entropy. Delta S का entropy is equal to Q upon T. Okay, this is the formula, that is entropy is equal to the amount of heat absorbed by the system upon T, that is the temperature. And we know that Q is what? Q is same. Q same है. तो यहाँ पे मैं लिख सकती हूँ कि delta S, it is inversely proportional to T. That means entropy and temperature, they are opposite to each other. If T1 is greater than T2, then what will happen? Delta S1 will be lesser than delta S2. Okay, because the T and entropy, they are inversely proportional. तो T1 greater है तो यहाँ पे S2 greater हो जाएगा. ठीक है? So which is the correct option? Option number D is the correct answer to the question number 4. Clear? Now let us proceed. Now let us proceed with question number 5. The question number 5 says that the reaction in which delta H is greater than delta U is, the following options are given. And this question was asked in 2019. Now, firstly, always remember कि delta H, that is enthalpy के कुछ formulas we have studied in the entire chapter. Very important formula, that is delta H is equal to, we know that delta U is equal to delta H is equal to delta U plus delta nRT, and this is the gaseous change in the number of moles. Okay. Now, what we have been asked, हमें पूछा क्या गया है कि delta H greater than delta U. So delta H, when it is greater than delta U, when this thing is not equal to 0. अगर ये डेल्टा n 0 हो जाता है तो this entire thing becomes 0, and then delta H will be equal to delta 0, okay, delta U. But what we have been asked कि delta H, it is what? It is greater than delta U. तो कब होगा? When delta n is not equal to 0. It should be greater than 0. It can be 1, 2, 3, anything. So हमें क्या करना है? हमें ऐसे ऑप्शन को सेलेक्ट करना है जहां पे the number of moles is what? The change in the number of moles, it should be greater than 0. So if I look into the first option says that N2, then gas. Over here we have 1 mole of this. So 2 minus 2 will be equal to 0. So delta N over here is 0, right? The second option, it is what? Again, this thing is gas. Rest all are solid. So we are not going to count solid. Whenever we are calculating delta N, only the gaseous number of moles we are going to count. So this is again not equal to 0. This is not equal to 0. Okay, so this can be the option, the correct option. Next one is, over here we have 2. Over here 3 plus 1, 4. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2, which is totally not the correct option, because over here the delta n value is what? It is lesser than 0, right? So what we are finding out that delta n, it should be what? It should be greater than 0. And then the last one is what? Over here gas. So 1 plus 2, it is 3. Over here it is 1. We are not going to count this because this is in liquid phase. So 1 minus 3, again it will be negative. Okay, so which is the correct option among all these? The correct option is the first one, that is delta n. The second one, that is delta n is what? It is greater than 0. CaCO3, it gives calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So this is the correct option. And then over here, delta n is equal to 1. Now coming to the sixth question. A reaction has both delta H and delta S negative. The rate of reaction, what is the rate of reaction they are asking? So definitely if it is a negative, definitely the answer will be what? It increases with a decrease in temperature. The rate of reaction, it basically what? It increases with the decrease in temperature, because we know delta H is a negative. So the reaction will be what? The reaction will be exothermic, and exothermic reactions, they are what? They are favored at a low temperature. Clear? So basically it increases with the decrease in temperature, that is at low temperature. The correct option is C. The next one is 7th. If the bond energies of HH, BR and HBr are, now the bond energies are being provided to us, then delta H naught for the reaction. What is the formula for bond enthalpy of formation? This will be delta HF, then delta summation of delta H reactant minus summation of delta H product. This is the formula. Now we know that delta HR. Now firstly, so we have H2. So HH we will write down. Br2 I am going to write it down as Br. And this thing will be giving us HBr. So twice of this. So how many bonds are present on the reactant? One HH bond, one Br bond Br. And then on the product we have a 2 HBr bond. So reactant में क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग? We are going to write down 1 into delta H. Okay, this will be HH, the bond enthalpy of HH, plus 1 into delta H naught of Br. Then this entire thing minus of delta H product. Okay, the enthalpy of product. So 2 into bond enthalpy of HBr. Clear? So this is how we are going to substitute the values in the formula. And then lastly, we are going to simply calculate. The calculation will be, now we have the values. H bond ka kitna hai value? Bond energy is 433. So 1 into 433 plus BR bond is how much? It is 192. So 1 into 192 will give me 192. So this is 1 multiply, I'll just remove this, minus 2 into HBr is how much? It is 364. So multiply this with 364. And then finally, you will be getting the answer as minus 103 kilojoules. And the correct option to the question number 7 is option number D. That is minus 103 kilojoules. Clear? So it is very simple, children. Only thing is you need to remember the formulas and kindly go through my previous videos for the formula sheet. Next question, question number 8. The correct statement regarding entropy is, now over here it is very simple. The correct statement is at absolute zero temperature, entropy of a perfectly crystalline solid is what? Is zero. Remember, entropy is what? It is basically the randomness. More the randomness, definitely more will be the entropy. If lesser is the randomness, for example, in case of crystalline solid, perfectly crystalline solid में कोई ऐसा impurity नहीं है, nothing. So they are well orderly manner. So definitely entropy will be what? Entropy will be zero. Clear? So this is the correct option. Option number A. Next one is 9th question. In the reaction, S sulfur plus 3/2 O2 gives SO3 plus 2x kilojoules and SO2 plus half O2 gives SO3 plus y kilojoule. Heat of formation of SO2 is x minus y, 2x plus y. There are few more options. The question is given. So now over here, two equations हमें दिया गया है. Equation number 1 and then this is the equation number 2. ठीक है? हीट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन हमें ढूंढना है. जो भी ऑप्शंस दिए गए हैं वो सारे के सारे किसके ऑप्शंस है? हीट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ SO2. तो सबसे पहले हम SO2 फॉर्मेशन का रिएक्शन लिखते हैं. तो SO2 का फॉर्मेशन कैसे होगा? SO2 डेफिनेटली इट विल बी फॉर्म्ड फ्रॉम सल्फर प्लस O2 एंड दिस वी विल बी गेटिंग इट एज SO2. ठीक है? तो S प्लस O2 गिव्स अस SO2. दिस इज द जनरल रिएक्शन. Now we are going to use these two reactions. अभी ये दो reaction आप use करके this general reaction we are going to find out. तो कैसे करना है? Now just have a look on SO2. SO2 कहाँ पे है? SO2 is on the in the reaction number 2, but it is present on the it is present on the reactant side. So simply we need to reverse equation number 2. So on reversing, I will be getting it as SO3. It gives SO2 plus half O2 and then this thing will become what? It will become minus y kilojoule. Okay, this will be minus y kilojoule. Now let us have a look on the reaction. Now over here we have a S, sulfur, okay. Then SO3 and SO3, this will get cancelled if I add up both the reaction. Then what we are left with? We are left with SO2. ठीक है. Now let us have a look on the oxygen. अभी ये oxygen balance हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है? We will just have a look. First and second है 3/2. ठीक है, फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में. एंड सेकेंड इक्वेशन में प्रोडक्ट साइड में हाफ है. तो प्रोडक्ट साइड में हाफ है तो सिंपली व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इज यू टेक दिस ऑन द अदर साइड. दिस विल बी माइनस. सो दोनों अगर ऑपोजिट साइड में है तो आपको सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है. ये हमेशा याद रखो. सो दिस विल बी 3 minus 1, 2, 2 upon 2, 1. So it is 1 O2. And then we want how much? We want 1 O2. That means it is already balanced. ठीक है, इसे कुछ नहीं करना है हमें. 3/2 O2 and 1/2 O2 on the opposite side. कितना मिलता है हमें? 1 O2 and कितना हमें चाहिए था? O2 1 चाहिए था. तो that means the reaction is balanced. तो हमने किया क्या है? 1 and 2 को हमने एड अप किया है. बट रिमेंबर 2 को सबसे पहले आपको रिवर्स करना है. ठीक है. सो 1 + 2 हमें ऐड करना है एंड देन सेम थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू डू ऑन दिस वन. सो दिस विल बी 2x and then minus y. Okay, this will be 2x minus y. It will be giving us a q. So let us take the enthalpy of this as a q. So 2x minus y is equal to q. Now we are going to look into the few more reaction. Now heat of a formation of SO2 they are saying. Now heat of formation of SO2, always remember heat of formation, it is what? It is negative. So if it is negative, then I need to put here minus, over here minus, and this thing will become plus. Clear? Now over here, y is equal to, sorry, this thing will be y minus 2x also I can write down. So we will just quickly have a look on the options where y minus 2x is present. So yes, it is x minus y. No, this is not the correct option. 2x plus y is also not the correct option. Okay, now we don't have this option. Y minus 2x is not there in the options. So none of the above will be the correct answer. Okay, it will be what? It will be none of the above, or else what you can do is you can simply write down n. Clear? Now coming to the next one. The next question. The next question says that the ratio of heats liberated at 298 Kelvin from the combustion of 1 kilogram of coke and by burning water gas obtained from 1 kg of coke is, and then the data has been given to us. So सबसे पहले तो let us try to understand what the question is all about, and then we will proceed with the calculation. 10 it has been given. What is given to us? That 1 kg of coke. Okay, 1 kg of coke is given in the data. So 1 kg of coke में सबसे पहले तो हम लोग find out करेंगे कि what is the number of mole present in 1 kg of coke. So it is nothing but what is the formula for number of moles? It is mass given upon molar mass. So what is the mass given to us? It is 1 kg. Convert it into grams, that is 1000. And what is the molar mass of coke? What is basically coke? Coke is nothing but we are talking about what? We are talking about carbon. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे the molar mass of carbon is 12. So you will be getting it as 83. After calculating, we are getting 83.33 moles. So these many moles are present in 1 kg of coke. Next thing is, now the question is, the ratio of the heats liberated at 298 Kelvin from the combustion of 1 kg of coke. Now, what is basically combustion of coke? So, combustion of coke is nothing but if I add carbon and then oxygen, I will be getting CO2. Always remember, whenever you come across word combustion, combustion is nothing but the reaction with oxygen in order to get us what? Carbon dioxide. Clear? And in some of the cases, you can also find the water molecule present on the product side. It totally depends what all constituent particles are reacting. Now, this is C plus O2 giving us CO2. We know that carbon, it is 83.33 moles. Now, 83.33 moles, we are going to multiply it with what is the percentage of carbon given. Remember the enthalpies of combustion of CO2. Now, this is not a CO2. This should be carbon. Okay, this should be what? Carbon. So we are going to multiply it with the enthalpies. Now this is how many moles of carbon? 83.33. Multiply it with 393.5. Clear? So this is what? This is basically the number of moles into the enthalpy of combustion of carbon we have done. Next thing is, now we are going to write down the reaction for burning water gas. Okay, burning water gas, that is CO plus H2 plus and then O2. So firstly, what we have done, we have written the combustion of coke, and in the second case, combustion of a burning gas reaction we are going to write. So this is basically water gas, and then combustion means reaction with oxygen, and then it will be giving us CO2. And just now I said if hydrogen or oxygen is present, then definitely we will be getting water as a byproduct. So we are going to write down water also on the product side. Next thing is, now we know that CO plus H2. We have number of moles of carbon. What is the number of moles of carbon? It is 83.33. Simply you're going to multiply with the enthalpy of combustion of CO and H2. So CO is how much? It is 285 and H2 is also 285. So I'm going to write down this in the bracket, 285 plus 285, and then I will be adding this up with oxygen. and it is 83.33 into oxygen. It is how much? It is okay. And then we are going to write down this as, and then we are going to write down this as 83.33 into 285, it will give me 570. And then the ratio is how much? The ratio of, I'll write it down, coke on one side, and on the other side, we are going to write down water gas. Okay. What is the coke? This is the way, this is the enthalpy. What is the enthalpy of coke? The enthalpy of coke is 83.33 into 393.5, and on the other hand we have a water gas. Water gas, it is how much? 83.33 into 570. Okay, now for finding the ratio, simply we need to cancel out this because both is same, and then 393.5 and 570 we have. If I divide both of this with 570, I will be getting the answer as this will be 1, okay, the ratio, and this will be somewhere around the 0.69. So this is my correct ratio. Okay, this is the ratio for coke is to water gas, and the option number B is the correct answer. That is 0.69 is to 1. Clear? Now the coming to the last question of the chapter, conversion of oxygen O2 into ozone is a non-spontaneous act. Now we know that O2 to O3, whenever it gets converted, so definitely O2 bond, it is breaking into O3. So if a bond is breaking, so it requires some amount of energy. So some amount of energy will be what? Absorbed. So basically it is what? It is the endothermic reaction. And if it is endothermic, definitely delta H will be what? It will be positive. Clear? Coming to delta S value. Now let us balance this first. Now this will be 3, this thing will be 2. Now if I look into the entropy, now this thing is 2 and this is 3. The product is lesser than the reactant. Definitely the entropy will be what? Entropy will be negative because the final minus initial, it is what? It is a negative. So delta S is a negative and delta H is positive. So next thing is, now if delta S is negative, definitely T delta S will be what? T delta S in this case. Okay. Now the next thing is delta G for non-spontaneous. It should be what? It should be greater than 0. Okay. It should be what? Greater than 0. That means it should be plus. Now delta G is plus. Next thing is we have delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S, and which is positive. Clear? This is what? This is a positive. And if this is positive, delta G is positive, we have delta H is positive, then this should be what? This should be negative. So negative and negative, it gives us positive. And again, we have the knowledge of spontaneous and non-spontaneous. So delta G is what? Positive for non-spontaneous reaction. Okay. Next thing is, now delta G is what? Non-spontaneous for all the temperatures. Always remember, it is what? It is for all the temperatures. So that's all for today. In this entire video, I have discussed all the questions, previous year's questions from KCET, from the chapter Chemical Thermodynamics. In the next video, I will be discussing from the next chapter. So stay tuned to my channel and do not forget to subscribe and follow my Instagram page. You can also go to my previous videos wherein I have shared all the information related to the formulas. There are formula sheets, tips and tricks. So keep watching my channel. Thank you.